Do you know what the #1 listing lead source is on the entire planet? Expireds. Oh, I love expireds. I love expireds so much. I got so hot just thinking about this, I had to take my jacket off. That's how much I love expired listings. Expired listings helped me create my real estate career. They changed my entire life, my income, my entire world because of this one lead source. And I'm going to take you through all of it today. I'm going to talk to you about the script. I'm going to talk to you about, especially at the end, pro tips to bring it all together. I'm going to demystify all of this. And some of you right now are going, "No, expires, I'm never going to do that." If you probably are watching this video, you probably searched to find out how to utilize this because you heard somebody talking about them doing it. They had their success with it. I'm going to give you all of the behind the curtain secrets. I'm going to give you me doing this and selling over 1,000 expired listings, selling over $1 billion of real estate, exactly how I did it. We're going to go into it today. So feel free, make sure you ring the bell, hit the subscribe button so you get all of our latest content, and let's jump in. All right, let's talk about first, you're going to, I know the word script, some of you, we don't like that word, but you're going to have an expired script. You're going to have to be able to speak a language and communicate with a person very quickly to establish you as a hero. I always use that word and when it expires, I think about tearing open my shirt and going, underneath it, that Superman S is on there, and I'm going, dun, 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 I'm here to save you and get you to what you want, which is your home sold. When we think about the psychology of an expired listing, we know a couple of things. We know that sometimes they're discouraged, sometimes their property is quirky, they're quirky, the situation was quirky. Most of what I find with expireds was the previous agent listed the house for too much money. That's usually the #1 cause. Remember, in real estate, price and time, those are the two things that are the major factors in the selling of real estate. So usually an agent advised a client or allowed a client to advise them on that price, and because it wasn't priced accurately and it wasn't marketed and it wasn't communicated and a million other things, it didn't sell. Usually in this situation there was some sort of personality conflict with the last person. So we need to have a script so we can navigate this conversation and get what we want, which is an appointment to explain why we're great and why we can help the seller. Now you might be going, "Hey, I'm not that great." Well, hopefully you're not saying that. If you're saying that, you need to watch our affirmations video, but hopefully what I mean by that is, if you're new to this, I started doing expired listings right out of the gate. I mean, I was scared just like you are. I was terrified. My first expired was a land listing. It was like $65,000 and I was terrified. I got through it and I got better. Everything about this is, if you want to get better at this business, we got to take that thermostat from 72 or 73 or whatever your comfort zone is. We got to crank that dial up to 85, 90, 95. Get hot. You know you're getting better when you're uncomfortable. If you're comfortable every single day and you go, "Well, I do 10 sales a year from my sphere." Cool. What if you could be doing 20 by adding this book of business? 10 more listings a year by one simple lead source. That means you could have twice as much money for your family, twice as much money for your charity, twice as much money for your retirement. You don't do it, or not all of you, some of you don't do it comfortable. That's not what we're here to do. Let's get uncomfortable. Let's get better at some things and let's take it to the next level. And we're going to do it with this script. So I'm going to take you through the script that we utilize. So a couple of things about expireds. First, we got to know what to say, right? We got to make sure that we have a value to provide, and we teach all this in our Elite Progression series. We need to know where to find them. So in the links below, you'll find the company that we trust the most, which is the Red X. I can't thank them enough for helping me source all the data, categorize it, use the CRM. They have an amazing dialer, all of these things. You're going to want some tools. Now, that's a paid way. You can also do this on the cheap and do it for free. So through your MLS, you'll set up an alert every single day to show all of the expireds in your area. You should do this regardless if you're going to call expireds or not. You might not know that the house 2 streets over from you is expiring today. You could literally walk out of your house, walk down the street, knock on their door and go, "Hey, I saw your property came off the market. I live just on the other street." I was shocked when I saw that happen. Do you have a few minutes for me to talk to you about what I do to get homes sold? It's pretty simple, but you can't do it if you're not aware that they're there. Every single market, and I know there's gonna be some market out there that's gonna be like, we don't have any expireds. Almost every single market out there has properties coming off the market on a daily basis. In our market, it usually averages almost 10 to 15. That means in the course of 1 month, and that's again, in the hottest market on earth, imagine once the market starts to turn, that there's almost 300 plus opportunities a month for me to convert into business. 300, and all I need is 2 or 3. I mean, me, I like to have 10 or 15, you know, that once you get better at this, but starting out, you do 2 expireds a month, 24 transactions a year. I guarantee you're making some pretty good money, unless, you know, you're doing, depending upon where you live. Of course, at price point dependent, but you're doing better than you were anyway, let's be honest. So we got to find them, we got to have the script, and we have to know what to say, and we have to provide value. So let's go through the script, okay? Now, with the script, you can download our script book, so brendanbartic.com. You can join us for script practice. So my lead ISA, or one of my lead ISAs, will teach you every single Monday the scripts on how to do this process. And then on Thursday, we go through objection, and that's a lot of fun. 12 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. Find the link on our Brendan Bartic Real Estate Coaching page. So the expired script, all we're doing, and again, abide your local laws and all the do not call lists and all of this fun stuff, but you have 2 options here. Either I call this person or I door knock this person. That's what your options are. So you're gonna have a script that's very similar for both, but they're slightly different because you're on the phone versus being in person. So let's talk about the phone script here. Now, you can download it, you'll have it, you got to practice it. I do the script because I've done it for so many years and have sold a lot of properties with it. I've internalized it a little bit differently, which you will as well. So you're going to adapt it to feel comfortable. I used to use a script that I didn't feel like it was me. I used it for a long time and I made a lot of money with it. And then once I felt confident, I started to make some little tweaks. In the beginning, don't try to rewrite it to make it, it's designed for a reason, especially ours, and I've used it and had a lot of success with it. I would recommend this, don't start screwing around with it until you've used it a lot. That's the big pro tip of this whole process. Make sure you've got it down. I always think about this, like you want to be able to make sure that you can make free throws in basketball, right? You want to make free throws before you can start trying to 360 dunk, you know, if that makes any sense. Like get the basics down, then add your creativity and flair to it. Now, it's designed a specific reason, and I'm going to take it directly from our script book so you understand it, because as I said, I've customized my own kind of version of it, but I want to make sure you get every piece of this understood. So now, if you don't do it this way, you can go to the MLS and try to get the address, use truepeoplesearch.com. You can do it for free. It's just very time consuming.